I am Wren Abbott. This is Henry. Henry is a Morkie poo. He's a year. I've had Henry since he was 9 weeks old. I got Henry from my mom's friend somewhere in Missouri. So my therapist recommended that I get a dog for college as like an ESA. I don't know if Henry's going to be able to do that because he's a little derpy. We were looking at pictures online of Morkie poos and Henry just popped out. One, Henry was the cutest, and two, Henry, he really spoke to me. So I was like, I really think this one is gonna be perfect. And they're like, are you sure? Like there's this other cute one. They're really leaning towards this other one. And I was like, no, I really think Henry is gonna be the right one. And when we went to meet him, he fell asleep in my arms. And I was like, yes, this is it. He's definitely very spontaneous. He likes to chew on things. He likes to run, as you've seen. His favorite toy is the lamb chop toys. He loves those, but he just loves to play. He's definitely a playful dog. I'm not as lonely as I thought I would be. I thought I would definitely be very lonely, very secluded. But with Henry at my side, I'm not as lonely. I've made friends over Henry. I gotten to meet a lot of people with Henry, and he's really helped me get out there at Stevens. Going from seeing my family every day to just like maybe once every 2 weeks, that was difficult. But Henry helped a lot because he just reminded me of home, and he would comfort me and know when I wasn't feeling well and was feeling sad, and he would always be there for me. He definitely did not like being crated. We worked on it beforehand, and getting into my dorm, he did not like being crated. He did not like being left alone. It was definitely a hard transition for him, and it still is to this day. He does not like being crated. He does not like being left alone still, but it's getting better slowly. I have 2 dogs at home, a Doxy Poo and a Wheaton. And I've had many different animals, but those are the animals that we have right now. I think my favorite story with Henry would probably be when we first brought him home. We let him out of the car, and he had been sleeping the entire time, so he was kind of like, oh, I don't like bright lights, you know? So we take him out of the car, and my big Wheaton comes running up, and compared to the Wheaton, he's like a flea compared to an elephant. And he jumps back and is like, whoa. And then immediately my Wheaton just licks him, and Henry just loves it. And I just think it's the cutest story because Henry is like this small little dog, and my Wheaton Teddy is this big, like medium-sized dog, but like looks enormous compared to Henry. And you know, they could have like fought, they could have done whatever, and we were like nervous over sitting to the side watching them meet. But Henry was kind and Teddy was kind, and they just bonded immediately, and I love looking back on those memories. Unfortunately, walking on 2 legs is like the only trick that he knows, and he taught himself that. We try to get him to sit, we try to get him to like roll over, and he'll do it sometimes, but it doesn't stick in his small little brain. He's not very smart, unfortunately. Honestly, all the time. I walk into my room, let him out of the crate, and it's just like a huge wave of relief washes over me. And I love it. I love having Henry here. I love whenever I get to just like, if I'm having a bad day and I don't really like bend down to pet him, he'll jump up, and he can jump relatively high being such a small dog, but he'll jump up and he'll like say basically like, pet me, look at me, and I'm like, okay, and it just brings a smile to my face. Yes, I have. I actually work at the doggy daycare, so I have used it. I think it's really beneficial. I think the biggest benefit is being able to like have your dog interact with other dogs, and have your dog like not being in its crate all day, and have your dog like interact with other humans and just get like interaction while it's here on Stevens campus.